Hey, welcome back. It's Monday. We are starting a murder trial this morning. The jurors will be coming in. I think they start about 9 or 9:30, and we should have those guys picked by the afternoon. And it's actually 3 co-defendants, so it'll take the whole week. One of the co-defendants has already pled, and the other 2 will go on trial this morning, but it should take the whole week anytime you got multiple people. Next Monday I'll come back and give you the skinny on that, whatever took place. Last week we had a case, one that had garnered a lot of media attention. His name was Trenton Brown. He was from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and he was a 19-year-old that was, we'll go into it now, but he was playing video games with other people, and apparently now, instead of just playing the video games at home, you go on like World Wide Web and play these games with people from other parts of the country. One of the players in that was from Carolina Forest, and when he had something else to do, had to go to supper or whatever, the other players in the game decided, hey, we'll play a prank on this student that got out and left our game. So Trenton Brown used several very high-tech means to call in a bomb threat and to hide his tracks. Calling one of the bomb threats to Carolina Forest caused mass chaos. Everybody, you got to take them seriously. And that's that 30 seconds of playing around cost a lot of chagrin to parents and staff and students and teachers, and we take it extremely serious. We don't take it as a joke, because one of the ramifications for doing that is the police have to run out there, and in my mind, whether I'm right or wrong, as police keep having to go out, at some point after the 20th or 25th time, they're going to say, oh gosh, this is just another play, a game, and then you have something really bad happen. So we take it extremely, extremely serious, especially with school starting up now. I promised you at the time that Trenton Brown was going to go to jail. And he did go to jail. It doesn't matter what certain media sites put out. The truth is, he went to jail for 94 days. He could have gotten more time than that, but he did go, and he was behind bars for 94 days. And now he's got a 6-year sentence hanging over his head. And this is a kid that had no record before, and it was done kind of, in just playing around after a game. Now, when we say that a person, maybe 94 days is not the right amount, maybe it's 120 days, maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's 2 years, I don't know. He could have gotten much more time for even a bomb threat. You are subject to over a decade in jail for that. But he got 94 days, and he didn't just get probation. And 94 days may not sound like a lot, but it's like I explained to a fellow yesterday. Today, plus 94 is the end of November, okay? So if someone were to do that today and be arrested today and start their sentence today, they would skip Labor Day, they would skip Veterans Day, they would skip Halloween. All of those holidays would be with us. Whatever birthdays that come along, all of that's with us at jail or prison. And if you were to get that sentence today, your mom would be out there buying the turkey, and you would get out the weekend before Thanksgiving. So over 5 or 10 seconds of a call and giggling. And think about this. Once you go to prison, once you go to jail, as a juvenile for playing games. You are there, and can you imagine you're sitting around the room, hey, what are you in here for? I killed 2 people. Well, how about you? A bank robbery, an armed robbery. I've been in a gang since I was 11. What you in here for? I was playing video games, and I didn't have a bomb, didn't know nothing about a bomb, but I called this in, and I got this amount of time. Prison, jail is going to be much harder on gamers and players than it is. You're going to run up with people there that aren't there playing games. They're there for real hard crimes, real bad stuff. So keep that in mind, and I promise you, again, bomb threats will be met. If we'll spare no cost to find you, to prosecute you, and to make an example out of you. And if that's 94 days to 15 years, you're going to go to jail. You're going to spend a significant amount of time in jail. And if that game is worth it, then the jails are full of knuckleheads. But a lot of those knuckleheads are really violent people, and I would suggest, parents, please take 10 minutes and talk to your students, not only about parking and being safe driving, but the judges, the prosecutors, the police are not playing around. This causes a lot of problems, and a lot of times it's people that never really meant to have any involvement in the issue. But today is different than it was before Columbine. It will be taken seriously. It's not a game. You will go to jail. You will remain in jail. And that's just a promise that I make to you. So everybody can understand games and tricks and excitement about school, but that's something that's not going to be tolerated. And Trenton Brown, I can guarantee you could not get him to call in another bomb threat. He has learned from this mistake. And if he does that, or if he breaks into a car or anything, he is going to jail again for up to 6 years, because that's the sentence hanging over his head. That's a lot of stuff for a person with no prior record. So please talk with your kids. Make sure that they don't even joke about stuff like that. It's a different world.